Welcome to a new intro to episode 93 of Rebels Without a Pod, the show that dares ask the question, could a ninja be so deadly that it could assassinate an entire podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it did. Or at least,
so
at
this,
least the
this is the big question that we are contending with this morning. My name is John. I'm the moderator for the show, and I'm joined by producer Naveen.
Hello.
So this is, we've been trying to sort of figure out exactly what to do with this episode over like the last couple of days. So let me kind of set the stage for everything. We recorded originally our live watch and review of Sam Firstenberg's 1984 martial arts B movie Ninja 3: The Domination. This is part of our Cannonized cycle, where we watch some like the notorious kind of genre mashup high concept schlock films that Cannon Films put out in like 1980s. Ninja 3: The Domination, second one of these things that we did. Our plan for these is to have like a bit more fun with the B movie thing. Each of these films we're watching together and then doing a live review and response after we get through the movie. Now, a few days ago, we got like a little bit late start on the show during Ninja 3: The Domination, and I began the podcast telling a little bit of kind of like a funny story I had with a majorly bizarre fuck up that I was dealing with from the website Amazon.com. Per my usual stories, the thing that was supposed to be 5 minutes long went about like kind of 30 minutes and change. But everybody was laughing. Just it was a good conversation. I think everybody was having like a pretty good time with that. That is the Snow Baby story. You can hear that like a little bit later on the record.
Yeah, it was a very interesting story. But what we need to, I guess, put an ending to it. What did you end up receiving like a few days after that?
We're going very kind of high concept sort of Tarantino with this, but the King Arthur board game that I was expecting to get instead of the 4 ceramic Snow Babies, again, all this is explained later in the episode, ended up showing up at my front door the next day, unmarked, untracked by Amazon, had no idea that's coming, and the replacement King Arthur board game, also coming from Amazon.com, is in the mail currently and is fixing to get here like Tuesday or Wednesday morning. So
you're gonna have 2 of these games.
The saga is continuing and ongoing. I called my parents and kind of told them the story a couple days ago. They were in tears. My father actually asked, it was my mom's birthday recently. He asked if he should have gotten Mom some of these Snow Babies for her birthday. And I told my dad, the 2 of you have had almost 50 wonderful years of marriage. Why would you risk something like that?
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah. So that's how our recording for episode 93 started out. And then Naveen, could you talk a little bit about kind of what the experience watching the actual Ninja 3 movie was like? And can you talk a little bit about the experience of us recording our live reviews after we got through the film?
I sure can. But before we get there, we did, give some film facts and things before we watched it, like we usually do. So we had the Snow Babies conversation, then we actually did go into the movie conversation, then we watched it. And afterwards...
So before we get into afterwards, just what was personally, what was the experience for you watching Ninja 3: The Domination?
Personally, we do go through it in our actual episode, but I'll say it here again. This was it was a fun watch. It was funny to watch, but I think the only thing that made it funny was us talking over it and giving us our own riff tracks or Mystery Science Theater type peanut gallery things to it. So that made it more interesting. But overall, it was just a hard watch. I definitely think it would not have been a good watch on my own. Life Force was a great watch on my own. I really enjoyed that one. It was wacky and weird in all the right ways.
We have had such a run of great movies going through like the new to you neo-noir. I think every single movie was a hit. Life Force was such a fun time. I think we were kind of overdue for a real stinker. And
that's true.
Yeah.
And so it was just not a good watch. No, but
Just incoherent in a way that, you know, we're having fun, but as like this movie actually kind of goes on, I've really been thinking about this film and just kind of turn it over in my head like the last few days. And, you know, we've covered sort of kind of shitty, schlocky B movies on the show before. Certainly, very memorably, Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny, or Cry Wilderness with MST commentary, or you even kind of say Rad, and, you know, just the Opportunity Knocks is sort of one of our sort of perennial punching bags. But
yes,
all of these other movies had something fundamental that I think Ninja 3 didn't have, which is the barest outline of a story. And let me explain what I mean by that. In all storytelling, basically just going back to like Tale of Gilgamesh, like the beginning kind of human kind of written sort of written history. Stories will have a hero, good guy, protagonist, and he's got a bunch of stuff that he wants. And you'll have the antagonist, the villain, and they'll have a bunch of stuff that they want. And even in like the bottom of the barrel stuff that we've covered previously on the show, you at least you understand what those two sides are, and kind of where they're coming from. You understand what the conflict is, and you understand the motivation behind it. Ninja 3 is so incoherent as a film. This is a thing that literally starts out with a ninja on a Beverly Hills golf course in broad daylight, murdering a man and his wife, and then murdering his bodyguards, and then murdering the civilian police force that shows up, and then dying, possessing the body of the woman, possessing like the body of like a aerobics instructor / telephone worker that just happened to be in the area, and then carrying on his killing spree of like like local police department. At no point is it explained who this guy is. At no point is it explained what his motivation is, what he's doing on the golf course, why he's kind of going after like all these cops, why he's continuing to go after like these cops in the afterlife. This movie is so coked up and so incoherent that the whole time you're there, you're just going, why is any of this happening?
exactly.
Fair to say?
Definitely fair to say. And I'm kind of shocked with you as well, because you like a lot of crazy, weird stuff. But
1000% I do.
But this was just too whacked out and crazy that you didn't really enjoy completely.
It's not so much that it's absolutely my brand that I kind of love crazy bullshit like this. But this didn't so much feel like a crazy bullshit movie to me as a movie that kind of had almost contempt, I think, for its audience. I feel like there was probably some stuff explained in the movie at some point about who this ninja is, why this or why like any of this stuff was happening. And I feel like it just kind of got cut out because the people who made this film either didn't care or thought that the people who would watch a movie like Ninja 3: The Domination would be the kind of audience that would just be too dumb to notice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, we got ninjas in this thing. We got the Flashdance chick. We got an exorcism. We got my cousin Billy Secord. What else do these dummies want? You know?
Right. Well, maybe they wanted, and we didn't go back to it. Chest shaving.
Yeah. This is such a bizarre film that the Gemini AI, that because I don't want to spoiler anything ahead of time, I had Gemini kind of write some like the film synopsis, and the movie itself is so bizarre that Gemini hallucinated that there was going to be a big chest shaving scene in the middle of this movie that didn't even fucking happen.
No, I guess maybe it was thinking it needed to happen with Secord. Yeah.
So the movie itself was really kind of trial for the end. But Devine, tell the listeners a little bit about what the experience was trying to review the movie after we finished up our watch.
Yeah, our actual discussion of it was, I'll admit it. It was a little bit of a slog
Yeah.
listening through it and editing it.
Mhm.
We had a tough time trying to explain things.
Mhm.
Not a lot of good, funny quips,
Mhm.
or at least for us, that we think are funny.
Mhm.
Hopefully, some of our audience members think it's funny as well. But
Right.
we just didn't come up with some of those to just keep the levity and keep it
Mhm.
going. And we were just, I guess, either just tired, or
Mhm.
maybe that movie did just drain us of
Uh-huh.
any creative quips and wit.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you have to understand about Naveen, in addition to being our producer and our resident musician, he is, I would think, fair to say, one of the biggest fans of the show as well. He is always, it's always a pleasure to kind of hear back from Naveen when he's been working on the edit for like a little bit, and he's always like, this was such a fun conversation, man. We had some great jokes, man. We had some really good topics, and I was heartbroken to see the next morning the text come through on like the group chat from Naveen. Man, this one just wasn't good. It was just not good. I will never forget, after we finished the watch, everybody turned back on like their video feeds, and Andy had this look on his face like somebody for the last 90 minutes been holding like a dry cat turd like right underneath his nose. He was just a broken man.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, Andy, working 12 jobs, man,
Mhm.
and he's,
Yeah.
and it was late. It was, it gets late at night, and I think
Mhm.
Sundays is his only day off,
Right.
and yeah,
It's just all complete fairness, and it's a. But I think everybody was just kind of exhausted by like this thing. I found myself in like a very bizarre position, having written a bunch of kind of questions and talking points for the film ahead of time. Looking at those questions, and I have never once in the history of the show bailed on asking the questions that I've written for the movie. But I was looking over and everything. I'm like, I cannot bring myself to ask these questions because this film has really done nothing to warrant answering them.
yeah. I mean, I know you've maybe cut out one or two here or there sometimes if needed
Mhm.
be. It was, episodes getting a little long, or
I'm
just,
sure. Yeah.
or we kind of ended
I'm
up
always shuffling or editing or doing something like that. But
right.
this is the first one wholesale. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, I got nothing. There's absolutely nothing here I can use for the conversation.
Right. And maybe we used up all our energy just
Mhm.
making fun of the movie while we were watching it, and
Yeah.
by the time we got to the discussion of it, it was like it was gone.
We had some great Billy Secord jokes. This walking bonobo of a character that somehow ends up being kind of the hero and like the lead protagonist, like the entire thing. Just we were making kind of all these kind of Billy Secord jokes over the course of like the movie watch, and then by the end we're like, holy shit, was Secord the only interesting thing about this?
Even though he was uh quite scary when you
Yeah.
first meet him in
I
his
mean, the
pushiness,
first 20
and
minutes of this film is him overtly stalking a young woman who came in to report a crime to a police department.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
creepy in itself is the best word I can think of.
Right. So this movie, it was just kind of one discouraging thing after the other. So what we finally decided, we're going to try to kind of turn this vinegar back into like a little bit of just $5 toilet wine. At least I don't think it's completely salvageable, but for anybody still listening at this point, first off, do not watch Ninja 3: The Domination, possibly the worst movie we covered on the pod.
Yeah.
But if you continue with the show itself, Naveen, I believe like the edit that we settled on, you are going to put what was going to be the thing that we recorded first that we're going to do as post credits is now going to be like the middle part of the episode. You can, right after this, listen to our conversation about Amazon.com, Shenandoah Attic in Lexington, Virginia, and the Misbegotten Snow Babies.
Yes.
Pretty fun, like little bit. The only interesting thing that I think we actually managed to get on the wax that night, and then for the either the curious or the truly sadistic, you can listen to at the end of this record 4 very tired middle-aged men struggle to say something about Ninja 3: The Domination. So
Exactly. We will have our shorts as well, so if you want to bypass
Right.
the long form, we understand.
Right. It's trying to find like those little bits of diamond like in the rough. It was just we were trying to best the thing, but so this is a completely unique thing that we're sort of like doing for the podcast, but we'll see how this kind of comes out in the final edit. And then in a few hours, hopefully it'll be a bit better experience. We're going to be recording, doing another live watch and record about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Yes.
Which, watch this one be less stressful to Andy than Ninja 3 was.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, it's very promising with having a chainsaw duel, from what I hear.
Where one of the duelists is Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
All right, and we're excited for that. Hopefully, the energy will be back up like a little bit. Your brother Napoleon is going to be joining for the record tonight, which should be a lot of fun.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So don't give up on us with this one episode here. Keep coming back.
Right. Please. Okay, so at least stick around for Snow Babies after this, and just for everybody, be well, and just if you go golfing anytime in like the near future, just keep an eye out for ninjas in the trees.
Keep out for the ninjas in the trees.
Take care.
See you later.
I'll try to tell the story real quick. A few days ago, they put Monty Python and the Holy Grail, all-time favorite movie for me, back in the theaters, $7 a single night. I went. It was fucking fantastic. I just smiling like all the way home, just kind of like thinking about it. Like, there's a board game I've been eyeing for like a really long time. It's kind of like an improvisational storytelling board game called Tales of the Arthurian Knights. Kind of basic concept is you just kind of you got like this big book that's kind of all filled full of kind of prompts and snippets and stories, and you and your friends you sit around and you kind of use like the materials in the game, and you kind of just ad lib your own quest for the Holy Grail or like whatever the fuck else. I'm getting home from the Monty Python movie. I'm just so kind of hepped up. I'm like, I've had my eye on that game for like a long time. I'm gonna go on Amazon. I'm gonna put it in an order. Waited the last few days. Okay. Box finally shows up. It takes a really long time to show up because it was listed as like prime 2-day shipping for me to get my copy of Tales of the Arthurian Knights. But it took like close to a week.
Oh, wow.
So doing a little grocery shopping for the record, get home, box is there on my stoop. I'm like, oh, awesome, it's here. I pick it up, it's light. Thing that's just light as a feather. Okay, so it's the mental moment of like you immediately know someone fucked something up, and this is just going to be a thing I have to deal with for a lot longer than I really want to. The second, even before I have the conscious thought, I'm picking this box up, I'm feeling how light this thing is, and I'm like, oh no. I get inside, pull out my box cutter, put the thing open. There's an invoice on top. So the box itself not misdelivered. It's got my name, address, Las Vegas, Johnny. Everything's perfect on that. I open it up. Big invoice on top. It says for the Shenandoah attic on South Main Street in Lexington, Virginia. And then the invoice itself just says ceramic babies. Okay. The invoice itself just says ceramic babies, and I'm going to I opened it up.
You're gonna have a fashion show for the ceramic babies.
There were 4 featherlight packages inside from the design company called Department 56, and we can kind of see it on camera. Here's the 40-year anniversary. Here's one of the 4 packages.
I know this brand.
You know this brand.
I do.
Here's the Snow Babies. Okay.
I think it's Kmart's original brand.
Okay. On the top it says "Happy Anniversary, baby," and then below that in French, "Joyeux anniversaire, mon amour." And I'm like, they sent me a bunch of Linda Belcher shit. It's on my board game. God damn it. God freaking damn it. So I've been dealing with some just IT shit and kind of stuff with my email the last couple of weeks. Kind of been like very, very frustrating. So I'm already kind of amped up on kind of online stuff a little bit. Like, okay, I don't want to do this right before the pod, but it's going to drive me nuts. I go on Amazon and I filled all the return stuff. I took some pictures, did not give me the option to order to kind of post any pictures. So it said, what's the problem? I put down the wrong item sent. Okay. Fill out as much other information as I can. And then Amazon goes, well, you can't just drop this off at Whole Foods like you usually do. You got to have a box. Do you have a box? I click, yes, I have a box. And then Amazon says, well, you got to put the stuff in that box, and then you got to take it to the UPS store. Are you sure that you want to take it to the UPS store? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure I want to take it to the UPS store. And then Amazon shows me a pop-up that says, are you absolutely sure you want to return this item? We'll give you $15 if you decide to keep it.
Ooh. How much was the game again?
The game was $70.
Oh,
And I'm looking at, and I'm looking at these things. I'm like, this is a bunch of fucking trash. Okay. But what I'm picturing in my head the entire time is in Lexington, Virginia, at the Shenandoah attic, some effete, overly harried Southern guy in like a pressed dress shirt and a cravat is opening up his package, thinking there's going to be these beautiful snow babies, and he's got my nerdy ass King Arthur board game, and him just going, my word, what is this? Where are my precious baby angels? And he's holding up my game, is going, look at this thing. I just do not understand some people. It made me feel like a little bit better. He's having the same kind of crisis I am.
The crisis he's in is he's like, man, I wish there was 3 other people to play this game with me.
How harried? What is his fucking life working at the Shenandoah attic in Lexington, Virginia? It is May. It is the middle of May. He's already thinking about Christmas stuff.
I have to look this up. Is it an actual attic? Please tell me it is.
I haven't had time to look up like the place yet.
Yes.
I just Googled, and it's definitely a real place, number one. Number two, they fucking love those babies.
Yeah.
They are all about them.
Uh-huh.
Family favorites, peace to everyone, the Christmas star, colorful snowmen. I mean,
Is it all year round?
This is just is this a year-round thing, or is it seasonal?
So this is definitely, well, it's a year-round store. I can't speak to whether those are year-round. It looks like those are year-round.
Like a year, like it's Christmas in here, 365.
It looks like it might be.
Or 369. Pretty nice.
369.
Got it. Got it.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and the couple that I presume are the ones that own this place they're elderly for sure.
Okay. How old elderly? Like King Arthur elderly, or is it a bit?
Maybe, could be.
Should check. They can check the ages on the box.
You could be
they're
so
absolutely
old.
adorable.
You could be so old you don't even know what movie the game is based on.
Right.
You're like, I was 50 when they came out.
Or they protested it when it came over here, like in 1974.
They're like, you look, I was against devil music and the Beatles. I'm not going to play this game.
Here's what burns my ass, though. $70 board game. They offered me $15 just to keep the snow babies. All right. I'm taking.
They're paying you to keep. It's like, no, we don't want it back.
This is a bunch of Christmas tree shop bullshit. This.
That's like getting a box of puppies from somebody. Are you really going to cast them out?
I looked up how much these fucking things cost just a few minutes before the start. $45 each.
Wow.
And you have how many of them?
I got 4 of them.
Can I ask this?
Yes.
How did they pack them? Did they do a good job packaging?
There's a label on the side that says no air shipping. look at like there's literally 3 solid inches of foam wrapping up each Precious baby like within like the individual packages. It's
I gotta say this. At least give them 5 stars because that's exceptional packaging.
$45 a pop. For 55, so I would have been out $55 refusing the return on the game, but that still meant I would have had net profit of $125 selling them at a list. And if I sat on those things for a few years, I mean that might be my second retirement right there.
I'm telling you, if you sold them at the farmhouse,
yeah,
you could make pretty profit.
I think
apples, angels, jams. Angels.
You could also reach out to the Shenandoah attic and tell them that you've got 3 beautiful babies or whatever the hell they're called, and tell them that you'll sell it to them at 10% under.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
It's the salesman and Andy talking.
Yeah.
So when you say 3, do I
deal. I've got your babies.
1 for myself if that's the case? Because I got 4 in the package.
You got to keep 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, you got to pick your favorite.
Andy said that so intensely.
Yeah. I mean, it was a stupid question, Johnny. Of course you keep 1. Obviously.
Right. This is like the shit you read about like the Mexican cartels where they exchange children kind of during tense situations, and every child except one goes back to the original family when like the feud is off.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that if you broke them open, they were going to be full of cocaine.
Snow baby, indeed.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
All right. Anyway, so there's a post credits. I've had a very silly afternoon. Welcome
and I'm keeping the babies.
Got the baby. I send these photos to my brothers.
Children, John, for the children.
It's going to be 3 straight days of like Bob's Burgers gifts of Linda. Oh, the precious babies.
Andy, all I'm going to say is, if we do Secret Satan next year, you know what you're getting.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I know where we're all getting.
Well, yeah.
Babies for my friends.
Considering all the weird shit that you've got displayed in your apartment, Johnny, if you were to have a few of those just kind of scattered around, no one would notice.
I could put them next to my Ukrainian Matryoshka doll peace pavilion and my Lego orchid. And people may
exactly.
Sounds like you've already picked a spot for it.
Yeah. They've already got.
Yeah, you know what? If I got to be careful because if I name them, they're not going back.
Yeah, they're never going back.
Is that the 3 of you guys are fathers, right? When you name them, you usually get attached. That's when it happens.
That's when I decided to keep mine.
I only keep mine if they say Papa. Papa. If they don't say Papa, they got to go.
Daddy.
I'm telling all of you off.
Welcome to episode 93 of Rebels Without a Pod, the show that dares ask the question, what would Harold Shand have said if he'd seen the chick from Life Force? Blimey, it's a naked bird. She's going out like a raspberry ripple. I'm getting light laughs on this. I feel like my energy was too high in post-credits. Post-credits was too good. And now you're like, okay, yeah, Bob Hoskins, naked chick from, naked space chick.
You should have just said Bob Hoskins. If you said Bob Hoskins, then... And maybe...
Was Harold Shand too obscure of a pull?
I think so.
Okay.
Too soon? Too late?
And checking the time, everybody... YouTube says who's going to log off is logged off. So any listeners who've stayed, thank you, wonderful, good-looking people that you are tonight. We're continuing our Cannonized cycle with a live watch and review of Sam Firstenberg's 1984 martial arts / 80s aerobics film Ninja 3: The Domination. Guys, I got another question for you. Have you ever felt like the only thing missing from those 1980s aerobics videos were Japanese yokai, car crashes, and a demonic arcade game? This is the story about a telephone line worker who becomes possessed by the soul of an executed ninja, leading to a whirlwind of rhythmic gymnastics, mystical katana duels, and aggressive, hairy chest shaving. I had AI write most of this intro because I didn't actually want to have anything spoiled. I have no idea whether the shaving thing is accurate. Ninja 3.
I hope you paid AI. That's a great intro.
I've got that snow baby money right now, so we'll have to see.
That's right, man. You're rolling in it.
Ninja 3. I'm rolling in it and getting chilly. Ninja 3 has been described as a... Naveen just had the weirdest look on his face. He like laughed and kind of was just like, I just had to swallow the laughter. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right.
I'll read you in a minute. Ninja 3 has been described as a fever dream, where the Exorcist meets Flashdance on the hallowed field of Japanese ceremonial battle. This one, folks, this one has the potential to be the wildest ride we've been on since we covered Life Force about a week ago. So buckle up. Things are about to get sneaky.
Ooh, let's do it.
Sneaky. My name is John. Joining me tonight are my two co-hosts, Andy, who does our artwork and graphic design.
Hiya!
And Pod Ninja Daddy. Ladies, you'll never see him coming. That got a full smile from the We also,
I don't know what that was.
Have our producer Naveen on the ones and zeros. How are we sounding, buddy?
Yeah, sounding good. Everything's looking good.
Naveen, let me know ahead of the record that if at any point tonight any of the three white boys on the pod say, "What up, my ninjas?" he's going to leave the record and possibly also the show.
I think that's really a solid plan.
Completely.
I just want to point out there are also black ninjas too. I'm not saying I'm justified.
Right.
I don't get
I fought in the Civil War. Just the American Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
All of our content is currently up on the Rebels Without a Pod YouTube and Spotify channels. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're primarily an audio conversation show and trying to get established on Spotify. So we ask any YouTube subscribers, if you have a Spotify account and it is at all convenient, we'd certainly appreciate a listen there. Programming notes. Next week, we are continuing the Cannonized cycle with Eric's pick, a live watch and review of another Tobe Hooper canon film, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. That's currently streaming on both Tubi and Prime. Papa, anything real quick you want to say about that one?
You have to watch it to believe it.
Mm.
If you saw the first one, also directed by Tobe Hooper, iconic horror film. The second one, he's like, I can't top that. So I'm going to go in the complete opposite direction. Creates this perfect blend of horror and comedy, firing on all cylinders with a Dennis Hopper playing Lieutenant Lefty Einright, who
I feel like I learned Dennis Hopper was in this thing like a day ago. That's a wonderful bit of news.
Yeah, he has a chainsaw duel with Leatherface.
Awesome.
So stick around.
Yeah. Movies are amazing. After that, the results are in for our Cannonized survey. The winner is Cobra, coming as a very little surprise to anybody, but Sylvester Stallone's 1986 action film, George P. Cosmatos, which really sounds like a name they would have made up in a Simpsons episode. For like an off-screen like producer guy or something. Let's get like, well, George P. Cosmatos said.
George Peacock.
Yeah, everybody around our age knows exactly what the VHS cover looks like. I don't think anybody has watched it. Certainly, nobody here, right?
Nope.
I'm not sure. I may have seen it.
You're not sure if you've seen it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to wait and see. It's possible that I did see this back, way back when.
Do you think this is going to be one you're 20 minutes in and then
No, I don't. I think that I'm not gonna, whether I have seen it or not, I'm not gonna realize it no matter what.
Is it the scene where Sylvester Stallone turns into like a python and you're like, shit, that's the movie?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Except it would be
Cobra
a
I've
cobra.
seen.
right?
Maybe a cobra. Maybe a python. Maybe he's the python fighting the cobra in a chainsaw duel.
Right.
Oh,
Canon films,
Man, I hope
everything's
so.
canon.
I hope so.
And then Destro when Sergeant Slaughter comes out and Sylvester Stallone goes, Cobra! La, 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 la.
Kids don't do drugs.
All right. And there goes the rest of the audience.
It's like no other.
Sad.
Mother, treat your mother right.
Okay, so this is going to be a live watch episode. So with all that nonsense out of the way, let's pause the record, get into this movie, and then we will come back with our thoughts about Ninja 3, The Domination. Oh goodness. Well, that was 90 minutes. A little setup.
Yep.
Three. I'm still Snow Babies.
Snow babies.
Ninja 4, Return of the Snow Babies. Return of the 4 Snow Babies.
Sorry that you won't get the idea of the story until the end of the episode.
It's an excuse to watch it twice.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
Popularity.
Time is a loop anyway.
Yeah, we're just trying to drive like view numbers. Ninja 3, The Domination, was written by James R. Silke, directed by Sam Firstenberg. Synopsis in brief. Who wants to go first with this one?
I'll go.
Oh, please.
I have two.
Okay.
Should I go the dirty one or the fun one?
Let's go fun then. Let's do dirty then fun.
Dirty then fun? All right. Synopsis in brief. Hey, Secord. So, did you end up hooking up with that aerobic instructor chick or what? Hey, fellas, I don't like the kiss and tell, but let's just say I V8 her.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. My other synopsis in brief. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
All right. I'm going to do dirty and then fun. James Hung stars in Big Trouble in Little Vagina.
Mm-hmm.
You good? That's some fun. Ladies. You resolve on a C chord. You don't settle for one.
That's true.
Isn't that the one chord though?
That just nerd.
Hey, music guy. Keep it down. What do you got, Andy?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Synopsis in brief. Thank God it's over.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, wow. Synopsis in brief. Thank God Andy's awake.
Synopsis brief. I just want pussy so badly. It's a disease, honestly. It's This was the third entry in Cannon's Ninja trilogy following Enter the Ninja and Revenge of the Ninja. The film stars Lucinda Dickey, fresh off Cannon's recent hit Breakin', alongside Jordan Bennett and the legendary martial artist Sho Kosugi, returning to the franchise in a new role from his previous appearances. Produced by our friends Globus and Golan, the film was an attempt to capitalize on the contemporary aerobics craze by smashing it together with some, let's describe it generously as, random ninja shit. It represents the kitchen sink philosophy of Cannon films at its peak, a high-concept gamble that defied traditional genre boundaries. No reviews from Roger Ebert. This
I wonder why.
Big surprise.
over time, Ninja 3 has secured its place in the pantheon of cult cinema, celebrated for its psychedelic sequences, synth-heavy score, and refusal to adhere to the laws of physics or logic. Again, caveat, I didn't want to spoil anything. This is all AI written. We will come back to the very chest-shaving thing in a bit. The film currently holds a 44% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, score that, again, this is AI saying this, fails to capture its status as a so bad it's good masterpiece. And at the time, most contemporary critics were left baffled. Again, AI. Ninja 3 has been reassessed by modern genre fans as a work of unintentional surrealism and frenetic, colorful, high-stakes creativity. Let's start with the guy who said almost nothing the entire screen. Mr. Andy, our dear friend.
Yeah.
How'd you feel
This
about this?
guy.
I mean, that was a tough one for me. I don't know if I'm just tired or what, but man, none of it made any sense. None of it flowed for me. I mean, it was just it was like they all just vomited a bunch of stuff on paper and went, "Yep, that's a movie, but let's not forget the eyeliner." I guess. I don't know. It was just yeah.
They're like, all these cops, every single cop has to have a mustache.
Yeah.
And then they check those
Or
boxes.
cigar.
All right, what else do we want?
Right.
Hot tub death scene? Sure.
right across the street from the police station.
X-ray building that says X-ray on the front. Done. Check.
Done.
2 ninjas. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Uh-huh.
Some trainees.
Sexy lady ninja assassin shows up at the what looks like just sex club right across the street from like the Orange County Police Department.
But we call
And
it
the
a
2 girls are already in there with the off-duty cop that looks like Stanley. Oh, now this is weird. This is too weird.
Man, I wish I could have taken a police coffee break in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
Do we even
I'll
know
be back
that they
in
were
20
off?
minutes, fellas.
There's only palm trees. Every single officer in this thing looks like they're from like an established family in Greenpoint. It's
Everybody drives down that same road, by the way, with like lined with palm trees on both sides.
Uh-huh.
They're like,
Producer
that's the
Naveen.
one road to go everywhere.
Producer Naveen, what do you think about this one? I'm looping you in early because it's
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it was whacked out. It was crazy. I do not suggest watching it alone. Definitely watch it with other people. It's one of those kind of movies. Yeah, makes no sense. Just wild out there. I have no idea why it was happening, what was happening, or any of that stuff. So crazy, batshit crazy. I mean, if you thought Life Force was batshit crazy, this is Guanu crazy.
Life Force made sense
Yes.
compared to this movie. Like
Life
it was
Force
like
clear. Life Force had structure.
Yeah.
It had 3 acts. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. All right.
it was well
I'm
thought
gonna-
out compared
so-
to this.
For general impressions, I'm going to say Papa for the end. I just have like a single thing I'm going to put up. This is my pick for the cycle. I watched this movie with my brother, and I was back in Connecticut at the time. Now, interesting thing about me, I don't drink double IPAs. I don't drink double IPAs because they leave me with a worst headache, and they leave me thinking I've hallucinated a movie like Ninja 3: The Domination. I'm the only one of the 4 of us that's seen this thing. I thought to myself, kind of going into this record, well, I probably walked upstairs when my brother was watching it halfway through the film, and I was drinking a double IPA at the time, so I probably hallucinated most of the shit that was happening on screen. Now, I've seen 98% of this movie, and my memory was 1,000% accurate for kind of what was going on. I had a good time, but man, like this thing is a hallucination. Like it's Papa.
Real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, it's real quick for me. I would have to say we've always talked about 90 minutes being this like nice sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
For this movie, I would say 90 minutes was just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Probably could have been, 65 minutes, 70 minutes or something, and you've been good.
I think a tight 45 would have done it for me.
We shared on the group chat yesterday a 2-minute and 45-second clip of Tracy Morgan explaining just stuff that happened in Empire Strikes Back. Right. Maybe that's Papa. Let's go to you. Just yourself as a man who understands and speaks fluent Japanese. Did a little translation for us on our watch. What'd you think of this one?
I didn't do all the translation. It was good. It was actually, I mean, the main actor is Japanese, so he spoke perfect Japanese. All the Japanese in this film was accurate. It made sense, which is a plus. You don't expect that. This movie was, as I said it throughout the film, equal parts Highlander, Tron, The Exorcist, Ghostbusters, Big Trouble in Little China.
You could throw Return of the Jedi in there.
Return of the Jedi. You had a lot of elements in this you found in Life Force as well, which I thought was funny, even though we just got a different impression of this film.
Cocaine. I'm also seeing cocaine.
Mostly cocaine, and then zombies. You had a ninja zombie in this one. Everybody loves mustaches in the 80s, so all the films had mustaches, helicopters that were exploding. This film had ninjas, James Hong, aerobics, zombies, synths, 80s mustaches.
A board game you figured out was real, Bouncer.
An actual lost in time board game that people would talk about, but nobody's ever played before, which is awesome. And I need to find out about that.
Yes.
This movie is wacky 80s goodness. It's fun to watch with friends. I would not watch this on my own and get
Thank
the
Christ,
same
it's not like an
kick out of
independent.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're like, hey guys, you want to come over and have some double MPAs and watch this fucking ninja movie that rocks ass, so you're like, okay. And then you can all just enjoy the gloriousness, which is Ninja 3.
Right.
The Domination.
Yeah.
Domination Nation.
Right. I am looking at the questions and talking points I had written for this movie. I don't think
Talk
we
to
can
me.
use any. We
can't use any of these
things.
And you've seen this before.
Let's start here.
Does this movie work, Andy? You go. No. Okay, next question.
They Live. Roddy Piper. His character's name is John Nottingham, but no, it's fucking Rowdy. He discovers that aliens are actually controlling all high levels of business and culture and government, and his first response is to go in and start shooting up a bank. It's one of the things that film was kind of really praised for. The Black Ninja, at the start of Ninja 3, The Domination, he goes into a cave and he finds a whole cache of kind of traditional Japanese weapons. He's got katana, tanto, shuriken, poison rings, like the whole deal. And the first thing he does is he goes to an LA County golf course and he starts calling. He starts culling rich people and cops. Is this man the greatest hero of the of 19?
Since Roddy Piper?
Possibly, yes.
I mean, I think it goes without saying.
But bigger question: was that ever explained?
It was not.
Okay.
We didn't see
I don't
first or second movie. That's why I'm wondering. There was a flashback scene in this one to the previous ones. So I'm like, maybe this rich white guy that has bodyguards has something to do with something. But I almost feel like for this kind of movie, you don't have to explain anything. There's no story. You don't need to explain anything. Just do what you want. Like there's a whole exorcism scene, which really went nowhere.
Right.
And they're like, go to Japan.
A
Mount
weird
Shiga.
use of James
And they're
Hong.
like, that's too expensive. We can't fly people out to Japan.
Just to kind of reiterate in that fact about being a trilogy, it's kind of similar to Old Boy in that fashion, is that the Old Boy was a trilogy of revenge. But they were unrelated. These are all three ninja movies, and they were unrelated as well. So
are they really? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, at least that's what I found in the trivia.
Sho Kusugi.
He's in all three.
Like a different character in each of these things, right? So there's actually no connective tissue.
Oh.
Yeah. So Sho Kusugi is an actual ninpo practitioner. Is also the movie's technical advisor and fight choreographer. Kosugi starred in numerous other 1980s ninja movies and appeared in each of the films in Golden Globus' Canon Ninja series, but playing different characters.
I felt like this movie, the entire film, they kept trying to do things and they just looked at the budget and they're like, okay, we gotta drop that one. I'm telling you, at the end, they wanted to summon Megazord. The ninja went right into the ground, and I was waiting for him to jump out as like one of the monsters from Power Rangers. And then Kosugi was just gonna be like, what do they say? They're just like, Megazord, go! And he just shows up and they have this huge fight.
Tiger.
What's that?
Saber-toothed tiger. Triceratops.
Triceratops. Pterodactyl.
It kind of feels like they got all this sponsorship money from V8, and then the V8 people saw how their drink was used in the film, and then they actually had a lot less money to make this thing. They're like, okay, we got to cut all the plot stuff about why the ninja's there at the golf course because we have to give so much money to the V8 people.
I'm telling you, V8 sales skyrocketed after the film came out. Everybody was drinking V8 expecting to get laid, and just they're like, oh, it tastes like shit.
That might have been the most inexplicable scene of the entire movie, which is really saying something. But why the hell did she pour that down her chest pre-coitus? I mean, V8
Vegans,
isn't
man,
good.
I'm telling you,
Right.
they're weird.
Right.
Not even sex can make V8 good. Not a sponsor.
It didn't even go down that far. So
My actual notes at that point were like V8 / Sunny D ? And after that, all that actually led to sex. Huh.
Sure did.
because maybe it's that pre-coitus coke back at the station that got her jonesing. She's like, man, I'm getting some Billy tonight.
She's like, no. Do you remember? She said it wasn't. I don't drink soft drinks. Her
I don't
line
use.
scored, I don't do soft drinks.
No, use. I don't use.
I don't
use
use soft drinks. Like it was black tar heroin.
I invite you for my house for coffee, but coffee is not good for your health.
Yeah.
She was a health nut.
She's just like, you don't know what kind of sex maniac I am. I drink one Dr. Pepper. I am climbing that telephone pole, not using my hands. Just
The post-credit scene is they go back to her place and then she fills a dog dish of V8 and then Billy gets on all fours and starts lapping it up. What a
producer
movie.
check-in. Naveen, you have anything else you want to say about this film?
Nope. Yeah, it's a movie.
It's yeah.
More ninjas, please.
They made it.
Lego's toes. Any other trivia people want to share?
There's trivia about this.
There's
Oh
a
no,
lot
they
of-
made what they set out to make.
The director is watching this thing. A guy I'm seeing was a real guy, like director Sam Firstenberg. He's just watching this. He's like, my vision is real.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I wanted to get in that that death by foot shuriken and got that one in.
That was
And
pretty
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was a move I had never seen before.
Yeah, you thought the V8 sex scene was something? That foot shuriken?
That helicopter scene was when they were working with pre-V8 lawsuit money.
Yeah,
It became a lot more restrained after that.
they really squandered it.
Secord at one point just
Secord.
comes walking into her apartment. I wrote down, Secord always gets the right key. That's
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's a pun, all right.
That is.
How come I think what would have saved this movie is the scene where she's at her
The
apartment.
Avengers?
Nothing?
What's that? Anything?
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the scene where she's at her apartment and then she's being haunted by like the spirit of the ninja and her closet's glowing and it bursts open, tries to suck her in. I was waiting for it to burst open and some sweaty dude playing saxophone comes out.
Sergio.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Everybody just starts, ninjas just burst and start breakdancing.
It would have made just as much
Must
sense.
have thought they were making
Yeah.
Lost Boys.
There should have been some dance scene. There was no dance scene. There was aerobics scene, but
There was kind of like a number of kind of like sweat away the pain scenes where she's like dealing with she's like, I may or may not have killed a bunch of cops, and you think about like the premise of this one, it's like this random ninja went on a rampage on a golf course, killed a bunch of people, was shot by a bunch of cops in self-defense. And the rest of the through line of the movie is him hunting down the remaining cops that shot him in self-defense.
I was counting. He got throughout the chase scene and at the final battle with the cops. There was more than just those 5 cops that were actually shooting him. It was like multiple rounds of him swinging around his sword and just getting shot the whole
was
time.
20 cops with automatic weapons, all standing around him in a circle, probably killing as much each other.
Lines of cops killing other cops, trying to shoot this one ninja who went underground, and then he just climbed back out. And he's like, "Oh, that sucked."
Yep.
Thank God for Southern California's aerated soil. All right, so let's wind it down there because Andy is looking like he's going to go on his own ninja rampage, murdering the three of us. Wrap up the
Go Ninja.
real quick. Let's gonna like all four of us go around the horn. Favorite 80s or 90s favorite childhood ninja thing do you remember? Because this shit was really big back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it goes without saying for all four of us, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's the major one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge for me.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe.
Sure.
Oh, good call.
They were, especially Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes was always my favorite G.I. Joe.
I remember they did a line of toys, like G.I. Joe toys, where they like leaned into the ninjas. And it was like Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, and they had like
all ninjas.
Yeah, they did a bunch of different ninjas that they had released.
I definitely have seen, I would say, at least one of the American Ninja movies, which are the ones that kind of followed these movies in the canon. At least one, maybe two, but I do remember watching them with my cousin. The one whose mom had the entire closet full of bootlegged VHS.
Yes.
And then finally, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
That was going to be that was going to be sort of my pick. Yeah.
I only played it a few times. I owned it, but I was terrible at it. So I used to get really frustrated and just stop playing. But I always thought it was just like the coolest game because it had a ninja in it.
Dude, it had the cutscenes.
It did have cutscenes, like amazing looking cutscenes for that generation.
I was gonna say 5 years ago, I actually went and beat the first Ninja Gaiden game.
No fucking shit.
I did. I watched videos on how to do it though, and I was able to accomplish it because what it is when you get to the very final fight in the game, the boss actually you beat them once and then they change form. But the thing is, after you fight them once and you get slaughtered, you start over the level again. If you make it all the way back to them, I think they're at like half their strength. So that makes in order to beat it, you have to lose pretty much. But it took me about 3 hours just playing nonstop, and I was able to do it. I didn't realize the second one is also great. The third one is one where it has limited continues. Not so good.
Ninja Gaiden for me, I was obsessed with because there was a special edition Nintendo Power. If you remember, like they occasionally with the red cover. It was Final Fantasy was the major one. Probably Super Mario 2 or 3 was another one, but I think Ninja Gaiden was like a full issue. The whole thing was shit you could kind of do in the one game. I never owned 1. I never owned 2. This is a thing that comes back up on the podcast from time to time, but I had for Ninja Gaiden 1, I owned a novelization of the video game.
I actually owned it too.
Yeah, of course you fucking did.
Yeah.
World Power. That was just like a very, very bizarre, very limited.
Castlevania 2.
Castlevania 2. So Mega Man 1. There
Mega Man 2. Yeah.
Original Metal Gear kind of one. I read the book of Ninja Gaiden 1 back to back so many times.
Really? I never actually read it. I just thought it looked cool on my shelf.
It's where I learned what a tatami mat was.
I thought you were going to say that's how you learn Japanese.
Still trying to find like a book out on Spatsumimasen. Ninja Gaiden de gozaimasu. I was so obsessed with the first book, and I kind of had it in my head that I wanted to be a writer at that point, that I started on my own trying to write a novelization of the second book by going to my friend's house, Naveen's old bass player, watching him play Ninja Gaiden 2, writing down the shit that I saw, and then coming home and then trying to transcribe it in like the old computer that we had like sitting upstairs at the time.
Oh, wow.
That's my big that's my big kind of 80s ninja connection.
Oh man. I have to lean into ninjas in the 90s. I mentioned this on the podcast before, but I was a big fan of the Three Ninjas movie.
Sure.
I didn't realize that came out in 1992, so I mean that probably hit that a little late. But yeah, that was Rocky, Cole, and Tum Tum.
Rocky loves Emily.
Rocky loves. I was looking. They made 4 of those movies, and the second one they actually go to Japan.
Are they all the same characters, like same actors?
Not the same actors, no. So the first one came out in 92, last one came out in 98. The last one I remember high school maybe when it came out, but it was like one of those really weird ones where it's like 3 ninjas at the like mega mountain theme park, and Hulk Hogan was in it.
Nice.
He was like the main bad guy along with Lonnie Anderson. Of course, yeah, they loved her in 98. She played Medusa Rogers.
Dope name.
Yeah. Those movies were crazy. I think I probably only saw a couple of them. What else was I thinking of? Surf Ninjas. Remember that movie?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Surf Ninjas. They had the Game Gear that they were using to like. It's like one of the few times you see like somebody actually has like video games in like a movie at the time. Leslie Nielsen was in it. Rob Schneider.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. It happened to California because that's
a real mark of quality for that era. No question. Yeah. I'm going to shout out like one more memory I have. Again, this is Naveen's old bass player. He actually like legit studied martial arts for like a long time, but his parents bought him a book of actual sort of like ninja sort of kind of just how to do real ninja shit, particularly like the fighting moves. And I remember like borrowing it from him for a few days, kind of reading through it. And like the one thing I remembered was it was all these illustrated kind of ninja martial arts kill moves that you could do. And there was this one thing that just completely blew my mind. It was something like Saru no Momo, like a move called Monkey Steals the Peach.
Monkey's Peach, yeah.
Yeah, Monkey's Peach. And it's just like the ninja would like duck down and just grab you by the balls. Monkey Steals the Peach was just the funniest thing I could imagine.
Unlike in Ninja 3 where they had what was it called, Alligator's Kiss, where the ninja takes the sword and he hides underneath, and when you jump over him he tries to stab you in the nuts. Yeah.
Boy, that film, so that's
yikes.
It's late.
Go Ninja.
Yeah. It's late. Let's kind of wrap it down there. Episode Rebels Without a Pod, episode 93. Gentlemen, pleasure as always. Texas Chainsaw Massacre next week. Also a live watch review. This one
You'll love it. It's for Andy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this one, honestly.
Lovers in the crowd. So let's wind it down there. Guys, take care of yourselves.
All right. See you later.
Stay sneaky.
Bye, guys.
Stay sneaky.